Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Monday, July 6, 2026. Let's take a look at the Forex economic calendar for today. So what do we have here? The most important and high volatility events are Global Services PMI data release from the USA and ISM non-manufacturing PMI data scheduled for release at 4 o'clock. So as you can see, those numbers here are quite important because the previous number was 50.7, the forecast is 51.3, so services PMI in the USA are expected to be better than last month, and the manufacturing PMI are expected to stay a little bit lower and below the previous number. So without any further ado, let's switch to the charts and we start with euro dollar. Euro dollar for our time frame chart right now looks quite interesting. As you can see, we got the situation where the local low at 1.1325 is now being used as the temporary technical support. We got another level here used as a technical support, 1.1362. We retraced a little bit here to the upside. Nevertheless, the situation here is much more complex because the major technical resistance in the short term obviously is located here at 1.1501. So as long as we trade below this level, the outlook remains bearish. If we zoom out, we can see that the bearish pressure is still quite active. If we zoom out even more, you can see that some of these levels are being respected, some of these levels are being not respected, or they're violated already. So for now, the biggest advantage for the bears is the pressure. Nevertheless, let's take a look how much did the market retrace last time we got some kind of a movement to the upside. I think this one was the biggest one, and it was located here, 1.21 to the upside, right? So let me just place another one so we can see how big was the retracement price range. Let's say from this low to this high, we got something like 1.04. Well, pretty similar retracement, but how big is the newest one? How big is this one, right? Is it in range or not? For now, 1.31. So this one is the biggest retracement to the upside in this whole downside movement. Nevertheless, this is only 0.10% bigger than the retracement in the end of the April, beginning of the May. So it still might not be quite conclusive to say that this is the situation when we got the price and time overbalance and the market is moving high. Okay, we have first clue, but then we need to break up of 1.15 basically to establish some bigger movement to the upside, some bigger pullback. On the British pound, as you can see, we went exactly where we wanted this market to go. We went towards the level of 1.1383, so exactly into the very thin supply zone. Let me just maybe place some kind of a rectangle here so you guys can see this rectangle zone. Let me just adjust this rectangle, so I will just play with it a little bit. So that's very important. We identified this rectangle, this zone, this supply zone, way ahead of the market going there. So we got this very narrow supply zone. Right now this will be some kind of a technical support, 1.33. all right, let's switch the sides. We went from the extremely oversold conditions, right? We got the bullish divergence. We went up towards the extremely overbought conditions right into the supply zone. So this situation here looks very promising for the bears, because as you can see, there were 3 attempts to move up. All 3 of them were rejected, and now we got some kind of a pin bars here. So now bears might be pushing this market even more. US dollar versus the Japanese yen. Remember this slide to the downside. Remember this downside movement towards 160.51, and then we went into the extremely oversold conditions, and big rebound happened towards right now 162.32. So we've seen this before. This kind of the smash to the downside. You can see it here, you can see it here and here, and but then the market recovered yet again. So maybe we are here right now, maybe we are here in terms of the structure, right? So we are building the upside movement yet again, especially this might be constructive in the future, especially if we take a look here at this big bounce in the momentum here, right? So please focus on the recent swing high 162.78, because if we get above this level, if we break above this level, the outlook will be even more bullish and we will have another swing high. Gold market nicely rebounds from the lows of 3,943 towards 4,200. Now it's consolidating the recent gains. As we broke above this golden trend line here, this orange trend line here, but we are into the extremely overbought conditions, so that situation might not be really comfortable for the best. They might be pushing the prices of gold a little bit, but then if we recovered, next target is 4,268 and 4,354. So please keep an eye on this current situation on gold. It looks like we might see another leg to the upside. S&P 500 doesn't do much, as we tested the technical support at 7,425. Now we bounce and we are looking at 7,510 as the intraday technical resistance. Any breakout higher is obviously bullish here. Crude oil is coming lower yet again. That's nothing new. Bearish pressure is still strong. We are about to hit our rectangle. I hope that you remember this. Momentum is negative. You can see it here. We go to the level of 50 and we get rejected every time we do this. So right now the outlook remains bearish for the crude oil. We should see lower levels quite soon. Bitcoin, very nice rebound of the Bitcoin. We broke above this local trend line, very weak trend line, but yet we broke above it. Lows were established at 57,808. Now we went as high as 64,000. So that's not a bad situation. So over $5,000 up. Wondering if there's any Fibonacci retracement level. Let's take a look if this is technical movement to the upside. So we will know it in the minute. We will establish this like that. This is the low, and the Fibonacci will be located roughly around here. This is the high, and please notice that we recovered exactly 68% of this swing to the downside. So that was the downswing, and we recovered 61%. Now it's all about this situation with the bulls. We hit extremely overbought conditions, as you can see. Next target might be located here at 65,623. So that's the next technical resistance, local technical resistance. Nevertheless, let me just take a look at the RSI. We hit the extremely overbought conditions. Now some sort of the movement has been capped, and the consolidation of the recent gains begun. If we break below this local trend line, let me just change this color for orange yet again, and I would change the thickness to more fatter one, I guess. There you go. So if we break back below this level, from the technical point of view, it will be a little bit more bearish than bullish. So bulls need to defend this breakout to the upside and test of this trend line from the technical point of view. Breakout yet again above 61% of the Fibonacci rejection, and movement here, movement towards 65,623. Then the next target is the swing high, 67,292, and if this swing high is violated, we have the first attempt to establish local higher high, and that's very important in that situation. Otherwise, breakout to the downside, not quite sure how this technical levels will hold, but in that situation, if we go from the extremely oversold to the extremely overbought, we might go way lower than these technical supports are on the chart. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.